Duval were smarter than they had any right to be. This is proof of that. This fellow has been here far too long.
It radiates. Even a corpse.
Nowhere to run!
Euphoria.
I'm sure Coca will love to see you. Val ingenuity never ceases to amaze me. I wonder what this does. The Val in this pyramid must have been trapped here since the Cataclysm. Was it corruption that kept them alive? Or the energy from their sun? I can't imagine a worse fate. That sun is an incredible achievement, no doubt. But it doesn't fit with what the Val wrote about this place. Perhaps it powers the device we seek. Good luck. I wonder what this does. These runes. I can make out symbols for blood and offering. Wait, no. It's not a blood offering, it's someone of Val blood. Perhaps if I... It worked! Now this is truly something! The apex! It's opening! Goodness me! We're back in the encampment? I can't believe it! We were right on top of this device the entire time! How incredible!
Greetings. This portal provides an opportunity that I had never considered. To consult the greatest minds of the Val directly. Enter the portal. Find their experts on the beast or on corruption. They may know of ways to control corruption that even I am not aware of. You might not know this, but the common tongue we are speaking is derived from ancient Val. They were the largest empire on Leyklast for thousands of years. They should be able to understand you.
Fact, yes? Time travel gives me a headache. I'm trying to understand. Val priests built a gateway to their future to escape a coming catastrophe. That I could see. They needed someone with Val blood to activate the gateway on the other end. The other end being now. Our time. Why didn't they just activate it themselves back then? So that it would still be active now? And isn't needing someone with Val blood on this end a critical flaw, given that they were trying to escape a disaster they feared might wipe out their people? Does time pass equally on both ends? Is a day here a day there? What happens when their side has been open long enough for it to be now there, but the far future here? I'm probably overthinking this. Watch your step.
You know not what you do. A great darkness comes. You meddle with what has been, and who knows what will happen because of it. What is dead should stay dead. Close the gateway and leave it alone, I say. Your eyes sharp.
was I who... No, don't run away! Oh, I think they pose a threat. Let's go after them. There they are. We mean no harm. Infection! I was hoping to avoid conflict. This looks valuable.
Ends here!
Don't worry. I can solve this. This is all just a misunderstanding.
Which one of you activated the gate? Which one of you is a Val blood?
Why, that was me, of course. I am Alva Valai, treasure hunter extraordinary.
Take her! Bring her to Doriani. As for you, I will pay back every drop of Val blood you have spilled.
You're all dead, anyway.
You will fall before us. You will fall before us!
Splinters of bone.
I will crush you, insect! I will not Serpent speed! You are nothing but locusts! The Viper strike! You will fall before us! Feel our Kelly sting! Viper strike! You will fall before us! Back off! Hey! Sharpens the mind! The Kelly's web!
Need something?
Speak up.
For you, young ones.
The Argent, when you are ready. Move swiftly.
As you wish. Goodbye.
Nowhere to run.
I was hoping to avoid conflict.
rampage ends here!
Don't worry. I can solve this. This is all just a misunderstanding.
Which one of you activated the gate? Which one of you is a Val blood?
Why, that was me, of course. I am Alva the Lie, treasure hunter extraordinary.
Take her! Bring her to Doriani. As for you, I will pay back every drop of Val blood you have spilled.
Young man, take you!
I will not relent! You will fall before us!
doomed.
I will not relent!
There.
I will not relent! Storm of Chopin! You will fall before us! Alice Wave! Queen or die! I will not relent! You will fall before us!
Flower petals everywhere. Boring. And here's another.
What have you learned?
Still alive. Don't drink the water. Here to help. See you.
Our local. Stay wary.
Skeletal storm mages deal high lightning damage but have low life. You can command them to call down lightning bolts on all fallen skeleton minions in the area. These bolts create... Skeletal frost mages deal high cold damage but have low life. They can be commanded to protect allies with icy armor that damages attackers. Skeletal storm... Skeletal storm mages deal high lightning damage but have low life. You can command... Skeletal storm mages deal high... Skeletal frost mages deal high cold damage but have low life. They can be commanded. Dark Effigy raises a totem that launches chaos projectiles at any enemies affected by chaos damage over time. The more sources of chaos damage a monster is affected by, the more projectiles the Dark Effigy will throw at it. Dark Effigy raises a totem that launches chaos projectiles at
Bigger heart than mine, to be sure.
Many have died at this table. A similar method to a curse or two I know.
Is here? What of Nahuatzi? I see. No mercy then. Kill her on sight.
The fool doesn't realize he's already dead. What a clever trick.
Fool! There is no time for this. Azeri will soon commune with the beast. Cease your assault.
I think not. Much clutter.
Stop this at once. I take no pleasure in harming one of my own. But if you persist, I will do with her what I must.
Nowhere to run. Here to help. Don't drink the water.
How goes it? If you hear a click, duck.
of the end, the demon of Atzoatl has finally come for me.
Yes, yes. Resist all you like. Putrefy!
Progress comes with a heavy price. I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here! It happened! It cannot be stopped!
No, I will succeed. The end of the world is nigh. I will burn you alive. Let's see you survive this. You think you can run? Let me show you what true intellect looks like. Nothing will stand in my way! You leave me no choice. This is not over yet.
Splinters of bone!
No! You are within my grasp. Burn to ash, demon of Atzoatl. Self-destruction! I cannot let my efforts be in vain. No! Do not fail me. Not now! How could this happen? All I've done. All that I sacrificed.
Your people cannot be saved. History is already written. You can stay here and die, or come with us and help save the future.
The legacy of the Val must be protected. I do know of a way to contain the beast.
Best you start talking then. My friend here isn't exactly the peacemaking type.
If only I had more time. There is an ancient weapon. A weapon that was used against corruption from a civilization lost to the ages. I have one piece of it. 3 others were scattered. I have been searching for them, but the Karui have interfered at every turn.
So will you help us?
I suppose I must. It is too late for us here. This era is over. I pleaded with Atziri for her patience, but she would not abide me. She will attempt her communion with the beast, and utter devastation will ravage our people. But the fact that you are here, a living descendant of our people, it gives me some hope for our future. I will come to your era. Perhaps there is still time.
It's settled then. Let's hurry back to the time portal.
Now then, it is time we departed. Activate the portal. We will see about it.
What is happening?
It begins.
What do we do? Help me get her through the gate!
Exile. My people. They're all long dead. It's one thing to hear it, but another to see it. This city is nothing but a grave. I can't change their fate. But the Val are not entirely gone. Alva and her Val ancestry is proof of that. I will do what I must to protect what remains, and perhaps one day we can rebuild. For that to happen, we need the weapon. We must travel to the archipelago the Karui called Namakanui. If the pieces still exist, that is where they will be found. I gathered the greatest minds of our era in one place. We embarked on journeys of discovery that mankind could never before conceive. No ethical bounds, no moral limits. We sought immortality, both in flesh and in machinery. We sought understanding of corruption. We even sought to master time itself. In the end, it was all for naught. Study of the beast was my life's work, and the work of many Varg scientists before me. Despite its danger, I still consider it a thing of beauty, a work of genius. It is capable of changing something fundamental about the nature of our existence. The beast showed us it can be done. Our experiments with life, with death, with machinery and augmentation, they were all inspired by it. We can surpass the impossible, if only we are willing to sacrifice enough. Go.
Even the grandest of figures cower at the prospect of death. Pathetic.
Oh, good. You're alive. Well, that was quite the adventure, wasn't it?
Have you learned the location of the weapon?
I have, but it's been split into pieces. The Royal Thaumaturge has one, and claims the others are scattered around a Karui archipelago.
Namakanui. Interesting. We must make haste.
Well then, how about I take you and your merry friends to Kingsmarch? The port town is within the area of Namakanui. From there, you can charter a ship from my contact and begin your search. We've quite a haul of treasure we've borrowed from Exile. It will more than cover the charter cost.
Kingsmarch would indeed be a wise location from which to base ourselves.
Great. We can leave whenever you're ready. Just let me know. Well, he wasn't the worst captor I've ever had. And I suppose he did save us back there. At least it appears he is on your side for now. But you shouldn't forget who he is and all he has done. There is something eerily cold and calculating about him.
Cold and calculating?
Ew. I believe he will aid you so long as your goals align with his. The moment they do not... I'm just saying, don't turn your back on him. I briefly saw the sky and the people. They were... Well, let's just say I now understand why Val ruins look the way they do. It was unreal, unlike anything I could have imagined. But it all happened so fast. Perhaps that was a blessing. Bye.
Returning with Doriani was an inspired move. As the foremost expert on the beast that ever lived, he is exactly the man we need. I doubt we can trust him in a broader sense, but for the moment, our goals are aligned. He wishes to contain the beast, and so do we. If he thinks we should travel south to Namakanui, then so we shall. This weapon of the precursors, it may just be our best hope.
Hey.
I can't pretend to guess the consequences of what you've done here. I'm not one to give lectures. If you think it's the best course of action, I can only hope that you are right. I promise you this. If I end up dead because of this Doriani fellow, I'm gonna haunt you for the rest of time. Watch your step.
You bring someone we only talk about in our darkest tale. That man is not just a myth. Him a monster from the shadows of the past. His arrogance helped crack the world. And now you bring him here, to us, and expect him to help you? You would doom us all. Don't drink the water.
Hello there. It's a long journey, but relatively safe once we're clear of the jungle. The Kalgurans keep the road pretty secure. Shall we?
Doriani has one piece of an ancient weapon that can control corruption. The other 3 pieces lie somewhere in the countless islands of the Karui archipelago, but their current leader is distrustful of outsiders. He would never give us passage. Our only path forward lies through Kingsmarch. Perhaps there we shall find a ship and crew brave enough to take us where we need to go.
What a lovely little nap. Pity it had to end.
This is it? This is King's March? Science and civilization must have never recovered.
Your time was different, yes. But don't discount the Kalgorans just yet. They have potential.
We shall see.
Where's the annoying optimist?
She has gone ahead to meet her local contacts.
We will need a vessel to navigate the archipelago. We must begin our search to locate the pieces of the weapon.
Don't kill each other while I'm gone. Or do. Where am I to search for your toys?
We know the pieces of the weapon radiate intense, latent corruption. The more dangerous an island is, the more likely it is to contain a piece of it.
It is crucial that we find a captain with in-depth knowledge of the local area. Then we will stand a better chance of finding what we seek. Quickly. Doriani sees the world through a different lens. You must remember that he is of a bygone era.
I can hear you, you know.
Indeed.
And of what era are you, exactly?
Older still. I have seen many civilizations rise and fall.
Yes! Fight!
It is a strange feeling meeting someone so gifted in sciences I unintentionally brought to the world. All of Val technology and advancements derived from my ultimate mistake.
You call the beast a mistake? On this I do not agree. The gods were nothing but monstrous tyrants. The power of corruption allowed humanity to seize back control of their destiny.
And what did you do with that control? In your experiments, I saw death, dismemberment, a living nightmare.
A means to an end. They were all willing sacrifices.
That is somehow even more frightening. The zealotry, the fervor. I've seen it all too often. A kind of madness, seemingly fundamental to mankind.
Perhaps, but it was their choice to make. They gave themselves in the hopes of saving our people. My only regret is that I failed.
Oh, to bear but one regret.
And this is what I get for trying to make small talk.
Do whatever it takes.
Is this the friend you mentioned?
Ah, there you are. This is my contact, Rog, a trader with a keen eye for valuable artifacts. Rog, my friends are after a ship, and it just so happens we have a cartload of Val treasure to cover the charter.
What I'm looking for makes itself known with danger. It may be on several islands.
Kalgoran merchant vessels don't intentionally seek out danger. However, there is one captain who may be up to the task. Name's Makoru. I'll set up an account for you, but for now, here's your charter. Take it to her. I've no doubt she'll accept.
I suppose it's time we said farewell for now. I'm off to study a tome on blood magic I found back in Exile. How exciting! Do be careful out there.
Come visit my shop sometime. Here for a deal? Oh, King's March. It's what we Kelgurans call this little port town of ours, and also the region round it.
And what petty little man calls himself your lord?
All this has been authorised by the King, and we certainly pay enough taxes that we can never forget that. But we're quite far from home. We're mostly left to our own devices. Oh, except for the King's Hand. He spends a season here each year to make sure we're on the up and up. There is no greater concentration of loyal followers of the King than here in King's March. Know what I mean, friend?
I like you. You're funny, fat one.
What is it you want to know about us?
I don't know. I don't do small talk.
Fair enough, I'm terrible at it too. Well, most Kelgurans here on Rayclast are in various guilds. I'm in the Meridian Free Traders, the trade guild that owns the charter for King's March. You can't beat our logistics. Danik is in the Artificers Guild these days. Tujan's a freelance harbour master, but he stays close. You've got to keep the family together, you know. The wife's the only one still carrying on our grand quest. I sure do miss her, but she always comes back soon enough. On an unrelated note, the King's Hand is due to return to Kelgur any day now. Take care if you see him around. This shop is my pride and joy. I've been dreaming of running my own place since my younger days, even though that was impossible back home.
What drove you away, fat one?
There are a limited number of merchant licenses, all owned by wealthy families. New licenses only come up every few years, but I could never afford one back in Kelgur. I've fallen on better times here in Rayclast, you might say. So here I am. I was never one for grand quests, always preferred sorting logistics from the back, but I'm glad I'm here. I'd never have had my children, or built all this. The wife says I'm the real hero because I have a business and support my family. She might just be buttering me up, but I still take it to heart. Oh, my Gwenna never did feel quite comfortable here. She spends much of her time off continuing our adventure. Doesn't have anything to do with the King's Hand being in town this year.
Okay, sure thing.
The grand quest that brought me here? Oh no, that's a long story. I couldn't possibly. All right then, if you insist, I'll tell the tale. 2 decades ago, our glorious leader, Danik, led us on an expedition across stormy and dangerous oceans to look for an artifact called the Triskelion Flame. Our search took us to the forsaken continent of Rayclast, a land filled with horrible monsters and raving mad exiles.
And me.
But we excavated many ancient sites, uncovering some of the lost history of our people's short residence here. Long ago, Kelgurans tried to settle on Rayclast, and, it did not go well. In the end, they did not survive, and they lost the Triskelion Flame. We've been looking for it for over 20 years now, and to be honest, we've gotten a bit sidetracked, but my wife refuses to give up on the dream. Impeccable offerings. Fair enough. Come back anytime.
A witch in King's March. Never a good omen. Dark times ahead, I take it.
If I have my way, then yes.
Oh, planning to bring doom and death to us all, are you? Just another day in Rayclast.
I suppose I do need to save the world before I conquer it.
I thought so. Let me know when you begin your evil crusade, and perhaps I'll get up an hour early to stop you.
It's a date.
This little jewel on the sea might have been granted an official charter by the king, but it's those of us here on Rayclast that have built it into the trading hub it is today.
I suppose there's really nothing to criticize. It's fine.
To be fair, we did have local help. The king commissioned this port for trade after we'd been operating it as an outpost for many years. We ourselves would like to investigate the remnants of our own culture, but he is very interested in Vaal artifacts.
Ominous. Any idea why?
Your guess is as good as mine. King's March is actually our second attempt at settling on Rayclast. Our first expedition, thousands of years back, was mysteriously lost.
Typical Rayclast. What happened?
That's why we came here 20 years ago, to find out. We also sought the artifact of power our forebears brought with them to Rayclast. It has become my life's work, the search for the Triskelion flame. The most powerful artifact in our known tales was brought to this continent by the first expedition thousands of years ago. The songs tell of it incinerating evil, purifying tainted fields, and warding off those of ill intent.
I'm intrigued. That thing sounds rather useful for our current situation.
My thoughts exactly. I still intend to get out there, I just get bogged down by the work of running King's March.
Let the weaklings administrate. Stop wasting time.
One day there will be a glorious return. One day we Grand Four will finish our quest, and perhaps do a little saving of this fair Rayclast. Yes, one day. Soon. We've had 20 years on Rayclast, and those gems you use continue to perplex me. Clearly, they grant you mystical abilities, but they simply don't do anything in the hands of a Kalguran.
What, really? I can't believe I'm saying this, but that seems rather unfair.
Believe me, I've tried. We have our own methods of mystical power, to be fair, but your gems remain an enigma. Somehow, I suspect the power is actually inside you, and these virtue gems are just the particular way you believe the world works. I'm no priest, though, so take my opinion for what it's worth. The runes on our armor essentially capture and shape starlight. It sounds poetic, but don't be fooled. The smiths of the Kalgur turned these runes toward killing work long ago, as soon as we discovered we could compel arrows to find their mark, and blades to bite deeper.
I'm always interested in learning a new thing or two. Can runes really do that?
All that and more. The greatest smiths became known as artificers, and produced work of singular genius. I'm not quite there yet, but it's only a matter of time and determination. Here's the gear I've got. Perhaps farewell.
The name's Tujin. I'm the harbour master around here. Welcome to our fair little town. You have a vessel charter, I see?
Hello, little one. Yes, I'm looking for Makoru.
Just out on the pier. It's the only ship on the dock right now. Before you go, perhaps I can ask a favour. See, King's March trade has seen better days. Ships go out, and they don't come back. And that kind of shite is bad for business.
Dark, foreboding seas. Oh, I can't wait.
A local island we call Journey's End is spewing out blasted fog all over the sea, as thick as mud. The Karui know all about it, but won't seem to touch it. Something has to be done.
Fog like a thick, cold blanket. Wait, how will we get there?
Makoru can do it. She's Karui and grew up on these waters. If anyone can get you there, it's her, no doubt.
Fog clearer at your service, I guess.
We'd be in your debt, and I got something special with your name on it. If you can clear that bloody fog. I'm not a tour guide. This here's the harbour. Got an harbour concern? That's me. For all other concerns, best ask someone else.
How rude. Wonderful.
Don't take it personal. We got a lot of people coming and going here. I lost count of all the ones that rubbed me the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. Why are you asking? Who sent you? Bugger off!
The king sent me. I'm here to torment you.
None of your business. Move on. Now there's a true friend. Me and him have been on this campaign here in Rayclass since the start of this little venture, when it was but a lodge and a dream. Next thing you know, well, it all got away from us. And here we are, with the whole town somehow grown up around us.
Not everything grew up.
I'm just now realising I haven't been on an expedition in 6 bloody years. Time really is a cruel master.
Sounds like you're itching for adventure. Let's get you back out there.
Stranger things have happened, I suppose. I used to believe a whole load of bollocks about honour and tradition. We do this not for ourselves, but for our children. The words were hollow, but the intent was good. It really is all about making a better world for those that will follow us.
So little Tujin and friends came to build a new tomorrow for the Kalgurans. Of course he did.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, don't tell me half the story.
Quite worldly, aren't you? The situation back in Kalgur made the prospect of Rayclass a little more appealing than it otherwise would have been.
Kalgur must really be a dump to abandon it for Rayclast. Do tell. Why?
Oh, you know, the usual things that make good folk run to the ends of the world. Water under the bridge now. No sense poking a hornet's nest. The big man's resolved to leave us alone, so long as we keep sending back Val artifacts, or whatever else his heart desires. Now that there's a good man. He's led us through thick and thin, an aspiring dreamer and a cynical realist. He's a unique fellow.
What do you admire about the tall one?
His conviction, his passion. He could change the world, if he just believed he could. It's quite the worry. Not one of us sleeps right at night lately. It's just not like her to disappear this long.
So she's missing, then? Probably dead.
We'd seen her a lot more recently, after certain folk made their way back to Kalgur some years back. She's not one to be tied down to mortar and stone, mind you. But weeks without a word. No, that's not how Gwen.
Well, if I find her and she isn't dead, perhaps I'll tell her to come by.
Please do. Till next time.
visit my shop sometime.
Bye then.
You've been here a while, friend. This is my let's deal. Impeccable offerings. Always nice doing business with you. Fair enough. Come back anytime. You can't find something? I can order most things in, you know.
It's not time to kill them all. Yet.
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm Ange, a marketeer. Oh gosh, where are my notes? I'm terrible at introductions. Never mind. I've been in Kingsmarch for many years, watching and waiting for my time to shine. Picked up a thing or two from Rog and Faustus, rest his soul, and a little life advice from Tujin, I guess. If you need to get your hands on something, or get something off your hands, just ask.
Surely there's more to it than that.
I'll take a small fee. Not much at all, really. But, first order of business, we need somewhere to set up a sort of base of operations. A hideout, you might say, to ship goods to and from. I'll keep it all spick and span, don't worry. Just keep an eye out for a suitable location. Somewhere out of sight, off the beaten track, if you get my drift.
What's your step, eh? Slip overboard and you're on your own. I'm Kanu, first mate of the Aurora May. If you're looking for a ship, best speak to the boss, Makoru. And mind your manners while you're at it.
Young Kanu. Confidence or arrogance? Which is it? We may get along, depending on which you choose.
Let's wait and see. I have a way of growing on people, or so I'm told. My family wasn't always from these parts, you know? We came out here a few generations ago. I was always out exploring the waters and fishing, even as a young boy. That's just in my blood. My family's tribe, the Tasaleo tribe, they value being on the water above all. But the young ones were never allowed to go very far. I used to drive my parents nuts. I looked out across the water and oh boy, I wanted to keep going. But I never went too far. I couldn't leave my family behind. Where they are, that's my home.
It's just an illusion, this home people keep talking about.
Well, hey, here I am. And I'm thankful the boss showed me that I can make a new life for myself. One that I choose. Be safe.
Welcome aboard. I'm Makoru, captain of the Aurora May.
So this charter here means you have to do what I say, right?
Not exactly. But we're happy to oblige what we can. We can take you wherever you need, places other captains would never dream of going. Your business is your business. Now, we can set sail whenever you like. That's Lesson Island and more an active volcano. There's a swarm of deadly little things that make their home in the warrens further inland. We call them the kinfolk.
Oh. They sound cute.
They're feisty little buggers. They'll swarm you and eat the flesh off your bones while you're still screaming.
Oh yes, I knew it. They are cute.
It's really their tyrant I'm worried about. Reports say he's getting bigger and bigger every time he's spotted. But sure, we can take you there, I guess. For generations, the Isle of Shrikes was used for a coming-of-age trial for several tribes. Young Karui tried to sneak onto the rocks, climb the cliffs and take the eggs of the shrikes that nest there. The eggs are a valuable delicacy that many Karui would pay through the nose for. In recent years, though, the trial became far more deadly. The things that nest there, they are vile things.
Squawkers all around, I take it?
It's not really the type of island outsiders should be trespassing on. But let's do it anyway. The first thing that grinning lot of fools did when they got here was build their enclave. The Twilight Order, they call themselves. Spend most of their time brainwashing anyone who will listen. And they've even got a decent chunk of Karui converted to their cause, whatever it may be. Bigger chunk of us can't stand them, though, myself included.
Smiling evangelists. Ugh, I'd rather die.
I just think it's a dangerous game they're playing. Religion always is. I suppose we can visit them if you like, but I doubt it'll be very helpful. That island has been shrouded in mist for generations, even since before the Vaal Empire. The tale told by our Hatungo goes, if the mists part and the island shows itself, you will be compelled to land on its shores. You'll claim to hear the voices or see the visions of loved ones, or of your gods, or whatever else is dear to you. If we go there, there's a real chance the ship will never return.
Don't be so silly. We'll be fine.
Well, what could possibly go wrong? Whakapanu is one of the most beautiful islands in Ngā Makanui, a tropical paradise. Some time ago, I heard that a Karui tribe decided to land and settle there. Maybe it would be worth asking if they've seen any sign of what you're looking for.
Sure. Let's go say hello sometime.
I also look forward to meeting some Karui who don't know me. I told you I would take you anywhere, but I'm hesitant about this one. Nakanu might be the most dangerous island of them all because I was born there. They won't outright kill me for showing up, at least not in these more peaceful times. But if you insist, well, let me tell you, it is quite beautiful. I just won't be able to go ashore with you.
How about me?
You won't be welcome inland, but you'll likely be allowed inside the front gate. Just be respectful. That prison island was built by the Eternal Empire. It's been 300 years since the Cataclysm, but the inmates still wail from within the walls there. Can you believe it? Nobody ever let them out.
Forgotten souls, left to die. This one might be my favorite.
It's a horrible place. You can still hear them pounding at the bars of their cells. Considering how awful it is, I guess you'll want us to sail straight there, right?
It's you. He's been a great teacher, no doubt about it. But gosh, has he gotten soft as he's aged.
Do you mean plump?
What? No! Gosh! Years ago, he'd drive a hard bargain. He was a great negotiator. Then he went and had children. Oh, awful. Now he seemingly doesn't have the energy to haggle. Almost gives stuff away.
This Faustus, he's dead then?
Oh yes. Been dead a few years now. Died of natural causes, they say, but I'm not so sure. He left Kingsmarch around a decade ago. No one was entirely sure where he went. But when he got back, gosh, he really had changed. He'd both softened and hardened. You never quite knew which you'd get. But I could tell it was caused by fear.
You didn't think to inquire about it?
I asked him once. It took all my courage to do so. What happened to you, Faustus? Where did you go? I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. I still remember the look he had on his face. He was looking at me, but also through me, like he was somewhere else, reliving something. He said nothing, got up and left. They found his body later that night on the dock. Under his coat, he was clutching a small Vaal artifact. I heard he held it so tightly his hands were bloody. All very strange. He helped me with my self-confidence. Well, at least he tried to. He got me blind drunk singing songs with the local crews here in the tavern.
The child with a beard should stop drinking.
Yes, it is a bit of a worry. Since then, for some reason, people have been more friendly towards me. Aren't people awfully strange? All the best.